We've got some issues here. All right, great. Sound is on. KDB, I have just seen you and I would like to do a reading for you. Apologies for the sound. I'm having a few technical issues. My comments are coming up in a weird place tonight. I'm just going to have them close with my ex Nick. Again, we'll be with him. I don't know that I'll be able to get all that for you, Katie, but I'll definitely have a look at another baby and just see what's going on there. Vanessa Brown, hello. Helen, Boya. Helen, I'll put you down. And relationship, great. Let me pop you down. Love, relationship. So we'll see what's coming for you. I'll use the romance angels for that. They are over there. Danny, hello. Penelope. Yes, Sharon Grace, I am here. Beautiful. Sarah is there, struggling a little bit, feeling a bit lost. Okay, Sarah Joyce, feeling a bit lost. Let me pop you down. Lost. Let me see what we need to know for Sarah. Maria, hello, nice to see you. I was just chatting to Maria off air before I came on tonight. All right, just going through to see what everyone is talking about. Tazzy, hello, lovely. I saw you during our joint Facebook Lives that we did recently. Maria, thank you so much. That's awesome feedback. Really appreciate it. Julie, I'm just scrolling down. Yes, I've got my sound on, so that's great. Just going through all the sound comments. All right. So thank you everyone for coming on. Now, if you do want to get in touch with me one-on-one, there are links in the post. You can click on that and click book now and check my availability. Sharon, reading. Yeah, I don't know why, Sharon, but I'm coming to you. Sharon Meldrum, that is. So I like to use last names so you can see what I'm, who I'm speaking about. I'm going to put general down for you, Sharon. This is Sharon Meldrum. So just let me know if there is anything specific. Okay. All right. I am right down the bottom now. Hooray. So keep posting. Now, I will close my eyes shortly. Oh, yeah, good one. Marie Paula, I've popped you down. Maria's watching on my page, Michelle Price, the Lightworker. So I kind of go across to both pages. If you haven't liked my page, it might be worthwhile going across there and having a little look at what we do. We have joint Facebook Lives and static card draws and that sort of thing. Into some stomach issues. Could be anxiety from a 7-year-old. Beautiful. Stomach issues, 7-year-old. Marie, I'll use the children's cards, yeah? So I'm just going to pop a little note down here. I like to color code. So I'm going to use kids' cards for your little 7-year-old there and check in with those stomach issues. Okay. Now, guys, I'm going to get started. So, Kimberly, can you not see me, love? Hopefully you can see me. Kimberly's having trouble seeing. Hopefully that everyone else can see. Okay. Let Kimberly know because hopefully I am visible to everybody. All right, I'm going to start reading. Now, I'm going to close my eyes for a little bit. It just means I won't be able to see what you're posting. So just keep posting, just keep sharing, and I will have a look when I open my eyes again. Okay, just going to grab the fertility cards, the cards I use for that sort of thing. So I'm going to grab the fairies and use those. We're looking at another baby for KTB, and we will see what comes out. We'll see what comes out. Yeah, Kimberly, hopefully you can see me now. Oh, Kimberly, fantail. One of those little birds, hey, Kimberly? That's nice. Nice. Kimberly, you can actually Google fantail, like spirit animal or totem animal, and see what comes up. See if anything comes up along those lines. Hello, everyone, for watching. Rose, anything I need to know? Rose Merez, yeah, that's really cool. Rose Merez, lovely name. I'm going to pop you down on my list, Rose Merez. So, messages, anything I need to know? Okay, anything? Great. Need to know. Let's ask. Okay. Now, I do have my pendulum. I don't know that I'll, overly use it. But if you have yes or no questions, you just need a yes or no answer, then please let me know and I can do yes or no. If you really want to get a question answered, that might be easy to do. Okay, KDB, another baby. Let's have a look at KDB. Just going to come in and check in with you, Katie. Let me just jump in your energy field and just see what I need to know there, hey? Just going to move that back. I'm just going to get my little shungite here as well. Katie, what I want to say is I feel like I'm up in my head a lot thinking. When we're talking about fertility, babies, all that stuff, we want to come down into the feeling, you know, gut, trusting intuition. So I just feel like I'm in my head a little bit thinking about this. And you know, and I know that doesn't work when it comes to little ones. Good. Okay, anything else we need to know there before I draw? Katie, I also just see water with you. That's going with the flow, fluidity, not controlling, that sort of thing. So a little bit of the water element. Water element is also feminine, you know, more feminine energy. Getting the flow happening, being creative, you know, doing creative exploits is also really good for getting the energy flowing down that side of the body. Feminine, spiritual, all really good. Now, I'm going to ask around children. Okay, so one of the important things is going to be asking for what you want. So that's a bit of manifesting what this is. If it is the child, you need to ask, past into now, this card is. So ask for what you want, thank you in advance, let it go. So putting it out there to the universe so the universe can deliver. In the present, there's a bit of this going on, emotional healing. You can see heart space. There's a bit of heartache to be healed here before we can do this. So this is about bringing this little one in. If that's what we're trying to do. So emotional healing in the present, need to do a little bit of heart healing in here. Now, moving forward, love life is going to be important here. So you're asking about the ex, you know, whether the ex has got something to do with this, you know, bringing this child in. So love life has something to do with it, but that can also be bringing in another person, you know, another person, falling in love. Potentially that's with this new person, that the fertility, you know, the baby, the child could come through. Now you've got the power, is the ball is in your court. The ball's in your court. So you just have to make a decision. That's it. So put the request out there. Underneath you've got the power card is little boy, son. That's your child in spirit. So there will be an indication for me with that card that there is another child coming, but it could be with this person as opposed to an ex. So that's love life moving forward. So hopefully that makes sense, Katie B. But goosebumps, confirmation, there is, does feel like the little one coming through, which is awesome. Now, Helen, you're after something to do with relationships. Let's grab the Romance Angels for Helen. And she's after relationships and love. So let's have a look at that. And Kimberly, just have a look at fantail, spirit animal, and see what that is. And you should be able to find a description of that. Okay, Shay, going through domestic. Wow. Yeah, Shay, I feel that. I feel that. Now I'm going to put Shay Andrews down. There's a bit of a DV situation. What I should be focusing on, DV. I'll ask what we need to know around that, Shay. And get you some guidance there. That's not good, and I really feel for you, love. Helen Boyer, I think it is, or Bayer. Relationships. She wants to know what's coming, I believe. So we're going to have a little look at relationships for Helen. Donna Campbell, thank you for watching. Just having a look through the names that are popping up on the garish. Anything for me? Katie B, hopefully, yeah, that makes sense. Katie, if it doesn't resonate, let me know. I always like to know if I am on track. Gosh, Natalie, wow, that's not easy. Losing your mum, hey? Losing your mum, wow. Natalie Hyde, lost mum very suddenly, very young. Natalie Hyde, I'm just going to pop you down on my list. I'm just going to color code this so I know what I am doing. Mum, medium. So I'm just going to pop you down, medium. All right. So Natalie, you're on my list, Natalie Hyde. So please stay on the line. If I call your name, please stay on the line because I do like to get feedback. I like to be able to see what I'm talking about during the show. All right. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching tonight. Really appreciate it. 54 online watching. Yeah. Well done, everyone. That's awesome. So Helen, just having a look at relationship for you at the moment. Helen Boyer, relationship. What do we need to know there? Then I'm going to have a look at Sarah Joyce. She's feeling a little bit lost, needs a little bit of guidance. So Helen, just going to come to you first though. Now, I'm using the Romance Angels. These are Doreen Virtue, and they are perfect for relationships, romance, all that sort of stuff. So really good cards. Get them all the right way around. Okay, so Helen, a little bit of this in the past leading into now. So releasing and healing, and that's around parents, family, connections, anything that affects our relationships with others. So forgiving, learning, moving forward, lessons and blessings, you might say in another way. So healing anything to do with family before we can move into romance. Now, codependency, this will be previous relationships. So the times when we have enabled. So if someone has a drinking, smoking, any sort of addiction like that, but also, just a bad behavior and we're sort of enabling it, supporting it, allowing it, we're not doing that anymore. So that has played a role in the past. We now need to heal that. Now, moving forward, it is safe for you to love. So coming to terms with the fact that you need to open your heart once again. That's the only way we can let someone in. So it's about receiving for you, being open to receiving. And this is love. So opening yourself up to that moving forward future. So a little bit of work to be done there, Helen, a little bit of healing. And hopefully that resonates with you and makes sense for yourself. Now, Sarah Joyce, feeling a bit lost. Let me get some general for Sarah. I'm going to use the angel therapy, Sarah Joyce. It's going to get a little bit of guidance so that we're not feeling super lost. Crystal Manuel, yeah, awesome. Hang on, Crystal's on my page. Crystal Manuel, just going to pop you down. Husband working away, always worried about him. What do you see for us by the end of the year? Manuel, husband, relationship, what's happening by the end of the year? All right, I will have a look around that crystal for you on my list. Sarah Joyce, just going to come to you, and see what I need to know there. Now, I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom because I got stuck up the top and I forgot that I was up the top. Oh, Kelly Bottrell, that's great. Good question, Kelly, that may be a yes or no. I can probably do with my pendulum, yeah? Kelly Bottrell, a couple of interviews, successful with these jobs. Success jobs. Let me ask the question. We'll do a yes, no. We'll use the pendulum for that. I'm just grabbing pendulum and I will color code again. Isn't this fun? I've got all these little color coding textures. I went out and got some new highlighters and now I'm able to keep track a little bit better during my reading. It's got more colors, more options. Okay, Jonathan, hello. Thank you for watching. Hello. Kelly, Rachel, just going through names, not writing any of you guys down yet, just seeing where I am drawn. Okay, right down the bottom. Okay, Laura Lou, hello. I see your name pop up. It's so fabulous to see you. Okay, just going to jump into these readings. So Sarah Joyce is feeling a bit lost. Now I've got heaps of room for more people. So keep posting when I open my eyes again, and I'm more than happy to help you out. I'm just going to close my eyes and just have a look at Sarah for a minute. Feeling a bit lost. What do I need to know with Sarah? Sarah, what I'm feeling is quite a bit of tension through my jaw. So just watch that, whether I'm sort of clenching or something like that. I feel tension through here. That's usually where we hold stress and things like that. But a lot of tension going in through jaw at the moment. I do feel a bit rigid in your energy too, and I want you to relax a little bit. I feel quite, like I'm holding on, yeah, tight. I feel quite rigid in your energy. I just want to let go a little bit. Take some deep breaths. One of the great things you can do with your breath is to breathe in really deep, hold, and focus on the absence of breath. Breathe out, hold. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, hold. So holding for a little while, breathing in slowly, filling up your lungs, really returning to your breath, Sarah, because I feel like we need to let go a little bit with you. That brings you back to balance, balancing out both sides of the brain, bringing you back to alignment. So I definitely feel a little bit of that. I also feel being very gentle with yourself, curling up in bed, under the doona, all that sort of stuff. Really gentle, not doing anything crazy, knowing that you are quite sensitive at the moment to harsh environments, toxic environments, food, making sure you're eating really well, supporting yourself, nurturing yourself, and nourishing yourself. Now, these are good, really good cards. Throat chakra, speaking your truth, that's past into now, okay? So speaking up, and very much that's where I was drawn with you, up into jaw, up into this part, a lot of tension, very tight. We want to release that a little bit, and that's also going to help you communicate better too. So speaking up, past into now, listen to your intuition. You've got great gut instinct. Listen to your intuition, pay attention to that. What's your gut telling you? You're feeling a little bit lost. Trust this, because this is your compass. That's your compass. Third eye chakra, we're using all our abilities, yeah? We've got throat chakra, we've got third eye chakra, listening to intuition, and that, my friend, are the same thing. That and that are the same thing. Third eye is connected to your intuition. So I feel like we're just not listening to feelings at the moment. It feels like, up in my head. So we really need to come back down into the body, into the feeling. Third eye chakra. So you know what you need to do. This is a little bit of learning as well. So workshops and seminars, that's attending, learning a little bit more, getting some more knowledge. So looking at what you are drawn to, you know, intuitively and going along with that. So workshops and seminars as well, Sarah. So there could be a new direction for you, which will be fabulous. But a little bit of learning, a little bit more learning before we get there. Sharon Meldrum, General. I may just use the Angel Therapy cards for Sharon rather than grabbing a whole new deck. Sharon, I just want to show you this card. It has flown out of the deck just as I connected to your energy, integrity. As long as you've got that, you're good. You don't have to worry about what anyone else is or isn't doing. Yeah. So just make sure that you have that intact. As long as your integrity is intact, nothing to worry about. You know, you're acting with honor. Sharon, you are acting with honor. Okay. So hello to everyone who's watching on my page. 44 watching on this Monday night. If you want to get touch one-on-one, the link is in the post for my page. You can click book now. I do mentorship. I teach Reiki. I do reading and healing combos. So beautiful reading and then a nice healing, Reiki and or pranic energy healing at the end of that. Whatever you need, I can do. I also do paranormal house clearings. So any of those sorts of things. Have a look at my services. You can have a really good look through what I do. Sharon Meldrum, General. Just going to come to Sharon. Integrity is number one. And that's also aligning thoughts, words, and actions, Sharon. So making sure they're all in alignment. When we're trying to manifest, it's important to have all of those things in alignment. Okay. So this is really about bringing in new energy. You know, manifesting, bringing in something in particular, making sure your thoughts, words, and actions are in alignment, and then it all happens. It all falls into place. Okay, we've got more cards than I thought. Solar plexus is in the present. So that's your big golden sun, and that's our power center and control. A lot of chakras coming out for you guys tonight. Now, solar plexus is also where we hold our fear-based emotions. So if there's any sort of fear-based emotions, self-doubt, you know, panic, anxiety, stress, you know, all of those things, they do sit in solar plexus. And it's our power center. So just making sure that we are in our power center. So I will have a look at that for you. Now, the next one, both of these came out together. So we've got mediumship. So connecting to spirit, you may have an ability with that yourself, and also listening to your intuition. So similar to what we just talked about with Sarah, the last person we just read for, listen to intuition and also spirit. Mediumship is connecting to spirit. Your past over loved ones. So doing some prayer, or if you connect in another way, if you actually can connect to spirit, brilliant. But those two go together. So listening to intuition, connecting to spirit. Bottom of the deck is letting go of anything which is no longer serving your greatest good and highest purpose, so you can move forward. Important. Rachel, Christina, you've caught my attention. So Sharon, hopefully that makes sense for you. Rachel, Christina, yeah, light worker. Wow, 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 wow. Rachel, you have caught my attention. You wouldn't have known I was a journalist for 21 years, would you? Light worker lost their way. Whoops, whoops, whoops. In all areas of life. Light worker lost my way. Rachel, I really feel that, love. I really feel that. Let me draw some cards around that and see what is going on, what on earth is going on there. Okay, Marie Paula. I do not know what that loud buzzing noise is, but anyway, hopefully no one else is bothered by that. Stomach issues with 7-year-old. Kids cards. All right, so just going to come to Marie Paula. We're looking at stomach issues, 7-year-old. All right, so I'm going to use the kids cards, Marie, for your little one there. They are round, so I'm probably going to throw them everywhere, as I just said. It always happens. So Marie, stomach issues with your little one. Let's have a look at that. What is going on with this little 7-year-old? I'm just going to connect and see what I need to know. Marie Paula, thank you everyone for watching on my page. Really appreciate it. Marie Paula, stomach issues, 7-year-old. Let me just have a look at that. What's going on here? Marie, got to tell you, I don't know what's going on throat space, but as I come down through and I scan from the top to the bottom, just connecting to the 7-year-old, I'm getting a lot of tightness through throat as well. So whether this is actually connected into throat too, whether it's swallowing or something like that, getting a lot of feedback around the throat as I come down. All right, just feeling into stomach now. So past throat going into stomach. Just need to see there what I need to know. Oops, where did that go? Marie, the first thing I want to say, this is around 7-year-old, it feels like kind of doubled over. So whatever's going on, it actually feels like that provides some relief, sort of slouching a little bit. So that would be to do with intestine and that sort of thing. But I feel like I'm slouching a little bit to try to make it feel a bit better. It feels like sharp to me, you know, sharp pains. So that would be digestive. It feels like something's being really irritated, I should say. So it feels like something's being irritated in there. Let me just see what that is. Marie, something to consider. It feels a little sharp. I don't know if it's like fiber or something, whether it's like too much or too little or something like that. I feel like something's being irritated, and this feels like kind of intestine, bowel, digestive system. Now this is bottom of the deck. That's the sacral, so that goes through that area. Abdomen holds onto the ascending and descending colon. So definitely affected in that part of the body. I like to look at these because it gives you the part of the body that's affected. We also have third eye. So your little 7-year-old has quite a bit of insight. My wishes are the reality in the making. So that's imagination, you know, creative energy. So getting the 7-year-old child to focus on this, you know, imagination is really strong with them. So seeing themselves healed, for example, I often say to people, you know, see yourself healed, 100% healed. Maybe suggesting that, you know, we're both going to do this little visualization and see you 100% healed. Another third eye connection here. I'm a magician. I'm open to my inner wisdom. So this one's pretty connected, been around a few times, little 7-year-old we're talking about. So I feel like if we can use the visuals, you know, the drawing, you know, distraction, getting creative energy flowing, that'd be really good, because I think there's a real good vision, you know, clear sight going on with this 7-year-old, and seeing themselves healed will be awesome. Now this is heart space. Very compassionate. Now, what this speaks to for me, with me, is of someone being an empath. So this one's quite empathic. It's being able to feel into animals and other people and have empathy for them. So just seeing if that fits with this little 7-year-old that we're talking about, because some of these, you know, things that are on physically can actually be part of that empathic ability, picking up things from other people. Sometimes kids try to take. So just watching that, because that could be having an impact on the little 7-year-old as well. So feeling into that, seeing if that resonates. But there is something that's being irritated. Let me see. I just want to see if they'll give me the actual item, because then we can rule that out. It would be good, maybe just checking dairy, but I don't overly feel like it's dairy. It could be like a celiac. It could be something like that, because it feels irritated. So maybe check for maybe celiac. So watching breads, grains, you know, all that sort of stuff, that's actually feeling a bit more in alignment for me. So see if that fits, but that's what I'm feeling as I shuffle those cards. So Marie, hopefully that makes sense. Rose Perez, anything you need to know? There wasn't anything specific other than that. So anything you need to know. Let me use angel therapy. Anything Rose Perez needs to know. Thank you everyone for watching. It's so nice to be here with you all. Carrie, yes, I've seen your message. New relationship. Carrie Marie, Carrie Burgess, stay in my career or go with another company. I interviewed today. I had a feeling of sadness that I can't explain. Stay or go. Where are we? Carrie, I'm going to pop you down for Carrie Burgess. Job, stay or go. I'll just ask around job, stay or go. I'll use the pendulum and get a yes or no for you. What have I done for pendulum? What color did I do for that? 7-year-old kids card. It's green. All right. So I'm going to have a look at that for Carrie. Stay or go, job. And we'll use the pendulum for that one. All right. Coming back now to Rose Perez. Anything I need to know? Rose Perez. Actually, I'm going to use psychic reading. Now, if anyone wants to get in touch with me, there's a link in the post. You can jump on there and click book now. It's also worth liking my page, because we do joint Facebook Lives, which means sometimes you have like 4 people reading for you, and you have a better chance of getting a reading as well. So don't miss that. The joint Facebook Lives also do static card draws, things like that as well. Caring for assault, yes, very good, Marie, very good feedback. And just check out maybe the tummy, Marie. It does feel like it could be like the, what did I say, celiac? It could be something like that. So just see if that resonates. Rose Merez, anything we need to know. Rose Merez, I'm using the Psychic Reading cards. These are the Phoenix deck. So let's see what Rose Merez needs to know. Let's see. Psychic Reading, which is the Phoenix. Okay. And if you are jumping on, I am reading your comments. So as soon as I have my eyes open, I will check and see who has written what and who I'm drawn to. Now, don't give up, because there's plenty of people who are posting, thinking, my God, she's never going to respond. And then I do. And so it is worthwhile. Just keep posting. Rose Merez, anything you need to know now. Tree of Life is there, my friend. That's knowledge and wisdom. So going back to that, it's also where they believe souls, come from, Tree of Life. So pretty important, and that's a bit of wisdom. So going back, doing a bit of remembering, it can be a bit of ancestral healing, that one as well. So see if that resonates with you. That's passed into now. Travel in the present. So a little bit of getting out there and heading around. I assume most of that will be domestic these days, because we can't really do much else. This can also be, I guess, travel through work and things like that. So just going to pop that down and see if that resonates. Third eye, so similar to what we just had with the little 7-year-old there. Third eye, using that vision streams. So bringing in what you want. If you can see it, you can create it. It's making it real. But just using third eye connection between the eyebrows to bring in whatever you're trying to create. Phoenix is rebirth. So a little bit like the butterfly. So the Phoenix card, which is on the front of the deck, is actually here, which is amazing. So that's blood bursting into flames, turning to little ashes, and then rising from the ashes. So this is awesome. The Phoenix, yeah, rebirth. So third eye, travel, Tree of Life. Let me just see what the overall message is for Rose Merez. Anything that Rose needs to know. I'm going to maybe look at travel, yeah? I'll look at travel and see if there's anything here. Rose, what I want to say with this is about having kind of goals. So it's like putting down, we're going to go on this trip to Tassie, going to go on a trip to New Zealand, wherever we're actually allowed to go, and then booking it and planning it and being excited about it and looking forward to it. So I feel like I want to have something to look forward to. You probably don't book too far ahead because of things changing with COVID and stuff like that last minute, but I feel like I want to have something to look forward to. So putting it down, bucket list stuff, here it is, this is what we're looking forward to. I feel like I need something like that to keep me going. Yeah, Rose Merez, Tassie, New Zealand, wherever it is, I feel like I want to have it down, and then we look forward to that. But don't plan too far ahead because things could change. Shay Andrews. Now, domestic violence. What do I want to go with? Shay. Do I want to do angel? Whispers of healing for you. Whispers of healing. Shay Andrews, just coming to you now. And then I'm going to look at Natalie, who wanted to connect to Mum. Crystal Manuel, Kelly Bottrell, and Rachel, Christine, and then Carrie Burgess at the moment. So if anyone else has anything they need, let me know, because I'm all ears and I have plenty of time and plenty of room on my little list here. And I do have yes, no. I have my pendulum. So if you want to do yes, no and get through pretty quick, let me know and I'll pop you on my list. Shay Andrews, domestic violence, what do we need to know? Now I'm having a look at my Whispers of Healing cards. They're healing cards. Oh gosh, Kimberly, that's not good. I wouldn't have thought fantasms were associated with negativity. Wow, Carrie says the same thing. That's really interesting. I wouldn't have thought that. Yeah, I mean, crows can symbolize, death and stuff like that. Kimberly's saying that phantasms have never been anything good for her. So, yeah, it's interesting. I didn't know that. I assume when you say phantasms, it's like a really wagtail. Maybe that's the same thing, because I know you're over in New Zealand, so it's probably going to be different. Shay Andrews, domestic violence, what do we need to know? Whispers of healing, that's very, very interesting. Whispers of healing, let's have a look. Okay, Shay Andrews, domestic violence, what do we need to know? So these are beautiful whispers of healing. Now, Shay, as I come into your energy, I just feel heart, and it feels like someone's blown my heart through my chest. So the way that it feels for me physically is like my heart is actually missing. It actually feels like someone's blown a hole right through me. So this has had a huge impact, massive impact. I'm not understating anything, I don't think. It literally feels like my heart ripped out, gone, yeah? So as I feel into your energy, now control, you're going to understand this because of the domestic violence situation. It is always someone has control over somebody else. So that's the overall message here. What I want to say to you is nothing and no one can harm us unless we allow it. I want you to really hear that. Nothing and no one can harm us unless we allow it. So we don't give permission anymore. Make sure you're cutting cords Good evening from Townsville, Amanda Bell. Make sure you're cutting cords, okay, from this person. That means chop, 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 throw it away. Get rid of that. Go and get proper cord cutting done. Go and ask Archangel Michael to help you with cord cutting. We need to remove those cords. The attachment, the controllers is holding us there. It's just the memory now you've got out of it. So thank heavens. Okay. So knowing that, nothing, no one can harm us unless we allow it. 10, 1, broken down is new beginnings. The number at the top of the card, new beginnings. Okay. Now, just want to have a look at these. Okay. So we can't change anything. This is past into now. That is going with the flow. It's the flying fish. It's getting on. Jean, hello from New Zealand. This is getting on the wave and just going like the clappers, getting on those flying fish and going. So nothing can be changed. Forgiveness, acceptance is forgiveness as well. Forgiveness of what's happened, you know, to you. Forgiveness for the other person. It's not saying it's okay. It's just, I don't want to take this energy with me anymore. I really want you to disconnect. Full moon is letting go. You can see the full moon there. That is about writing everything down on a little piece of paper, burning it on the full moon, getting rid of it. Okay, so a lot of letting go for you, and I'm sure you understand this. Get clear is doing the writing. Have a look at that. She's got the little notepad there. So this is, you know, writing it all down and burning it, you know, getting rid of those memories, getting rid of attachment to that. We're moving forward. We're different. Okay, so blank canvas with you. Now, bottom of the deck, sorry, not bottom of the deck, that's the future card, negativity. You can see she's exhausted and everyone around her is sleeping. So when we surround ourselves with that sort of energy, it just drains. It just takes all our energy away. That's why it's important to cut cords, let go of what's come before, so you can have your energy restored. Okay, you're going to be super tired, you know, just go with that. You need to sleep, sleep, sleep. Eat really well, get your energy stores back up to where they need to be. Okay, so a lot going on, a lot of work for you to do, but you know, you're on the right track. You're on the right track, Shay. So a little bit more nurturing for yourself. Okay, now just going to come to Natalie Heath. She wanted to talk to mum, see what messages. Oh yeah, Natalie, as soon as I open these cards I have goosebumps. That's mum. Yeah, I'll confirm that with you, but definitely feeling like that. A little cooler in my room, wonderful, and I just got covered in goosebumps. Now that's source energy. As your loved ones come through, they let me know, here we are, we're ready to go. Your loved ones choose me as well, so that's good for you to know. All right, so just let's see what I need to know from mum. Oops. Natalie, see if you understand this. There's something about height. It feels like since I saw, and whether it's like one of your kids or something, it's like since I saw them, you know, short and then tall, like it feels like growing, how much they've grown since I last saw them. You know how often, you know, older rellies will say, my God, look how tall you are since I last saw you. And it might have been a year or 2 years or something like that, or several months. And it's like, my gosh, you've just shot up, you shot up. There's reference to someone, you know, having a little growth spurt or something like that. So it's like taller since I saw you last. I just want to reference that. Now, there's something about hand holding here, hand holding. So sometimes that'll indicate they're with another loved one over here, you know, we're together. But here I feel like supporting you. I feel like this hand holding. It's like still supporting. So it does feel like connection to yourself and hand holding. So usually walking us through something that's difficult or just being around, yeah, feeling, you know, make sure you notice if you feel physically any sort of sense of touch. That could be a physical thing as well. All right, let me draw some cards and just see what we're getting here. Now, Mum's referencing, Natalie, something about pitter-patter of little feet. So whether there's like another child on the way, pitter-patter of little feet, or it could also be like a canine, a reference to a canine, an animal, but pitter-patter of the little feet is what I want to say. So I feel like that, whether dog has come over here with, you know, or we're very connected or something like that, or there's a little one on the way, it's pitter-patter of little feet. Now, healthcare changes on the bottom of the deck. So it's making some changes there. So dietary generally could be more exercise, you know, looking after myself a little bit better. Heavenly signs is what our family likes to do. There's a lot of those around at the moment, the little Santa Clauses, dandelions. So being in the present, so we notice that, you know, signs from our family on the other side. Self-employment's doing your own thing. So being in business, self-employed, having a little job on the side, stuff like that will be awesome. And well, relationship dynamics moving forward too. So having a look at that, you know, conflict, sorting that out. How am I dealing with conflict? Also, you know, maybe letting go of or bringing in new friendships and relationships and things like that. It feels like this is being shone, a light's being shone on the relationships, and I feel like either it's through, you know, losing your mum and best, you know, putting up with less rubbish from people. It just feels like shining a light on relationships in particular, making you reassess. Also, boundaries come up for me. So I feel like saying no a bit more often, yeah, with you. So I feel like that's a real positive out of this experience as well. So Natalie, hopefully that makes sense for you. Crystal Manuel, relationship 2021. What is your relationship with your partner doing, Crystal? Let's have a look. Oh, Boars, or Malachi. Malachi, what a great name. Love that. Love, love, love. What a fabulous name. All right, Crystal Manual, relationship 2021. Hello, everyone who's watching. I feel like I've just, oh, Nicole, that's not good. That's not good. Nicole, I'm coming to you. Nicole's feeling a bit rejected by her best friend. Best friend, what is going on? Best friend rejection. Nicole, I will have a look. What is going on there? That's not fun. That is not fun at all. Hannah Whitaker, hello. Thank you for watching. Crystal Manual, relationship, what's going on in 2021? Now, I do have a couple of pendulum questions. Yes, no. So if you've got any yes, no's, let me know. Amazing. I can't believe how on point you were. Wow. Natalie, that's great feedback. Thank you, lovely. I really appreciate that. So good. I appreciate that very much. Mum came through very, very strongly. I felt her very strongly here with me. Crystal, goosebumps. Thank you. I think Mum's going to hang around for the rest of the reading. I just want to let you know that. So if you want to know anything else, let me know, because I feel like she's going to hang around. She's not going anywhere, because I'm still getting feedback from her. Crystal Manuel, just want to have a look at this. Relationship 2021. What's going on there? Crystal, what I want to say is kind of have faith, yeah? Have faith. It's in for the long haul, in for the long haul. So just keep treading your path, keep plugging on. Relationship 2021, what's going to be happening with the two of you? And I know you're not looking so much at, you know, the relationship between the two of you. Actually, I've got romance cards, so we're at relationship, and it's really just you want to know what's coming for you guys in 2021. Angel therapy, you're going to have a look at those. What's coming in 2021 for you guys? Psychic reading. Sorry, I'm switching all over the place. I'm so indecisive. Okay, so you guys, 2021, what is going on? Looking ahead, what do I need to know for the two of these people? And just keep posting if you have questions, concerns. I have plenty of room on my list. If you need a yes, no answer, let me know, and I'll have a look at my pendulum. Okay, what am I looking at? Crystal Manual. What are you guys looking at 2021? Crystal Manual. And then I'm coming to Kelly Bottrell. We are using the pendulum for Kelly. Oops, cards going everywhere. All right, third eye. Now, bottom of the deck, Crystal Manual is third eye, so that's vision. So that can be creating a vision board. So this is creating for the two of you manifestation essentially. So make sure that you maybe come up with a vision board, you know, you can print some beautiful pictures off on your computer, pop them on a little board, and have that to look forward to. So I want you guys to create this. You know, it's not about, oh gosh, I'm just going to sit there and wait. You know, we've got to create this, bring it in. So put it out there, what you want, make it visual. Visions and dreams are going to assist with that as well. But this is a great one to have the physical there too. Okay, so third eye, number one, coins, hooray. Well, that's a good one. That is passed into now, but coins, their prosperity, abundance, that sort of thing, it's flowing. That's passed into now. In the present, loved ones in spirit, how great is that considering what we were just doing? We're doing a bit of mediumship there. So Crystal Manuel, relationship with your partner and yourself moving forward, 2021. So this really is manifesting. So we've got what we want to bring in. We have the vision of that, whether it's on a vision board or otherwise vision streams. But then we pray, you know, we just say, guys, you know, spirit, please provide what I need. Whatever that is, thank you in advance, let it go. So put it out there to these guys so they can bring it in. So I really feel like this is great. The prosperity flowing. We want to ask for what you need. Yes, make sure we put it out there to our loved ones. Now, this is signs from spirit. Oh, I've got some energy around you. Signs from spirit too. So looking at, you know, clouds. Sometimes we see our loved ones' faces up there and things like that. It can also be the other signs, you know, of course, butterflies, birds, bees, you know, little dandelions and things like that. But looking for those signs, and that means that it's been delivered. This for me is also numbers, repeating numbers and things like that. It feels like that's on track, a sign that you're on track. So looking for the repeating numbers, signs from spirit. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So creating it, yeah, not waiting for it, creating it. See what you want, bring it in. Write a list. You and your hubby, put it all down. Okay, Kelly Bottrell, success with jobs. Let me ask the question. Now, I'm going to use my pendulum, guys. So first time tonight that I've managed to get the pendulum out. Kelly Bottrell, success. We went for a couple of job interviews and we want to know, will they be successful? Now, as Kelly's done, if you have a yes, no, let me know and I can have a look at that because it doesn't take very much time at all. Kelly Bottrell, success with these jobs. I'm just going to call in my guide and just make sure that I'm connecting with my guide so we're not just connecting with some random. Let me just make sure I've got a good connection with him. That looks good. Okay. Okay, Kelly Bottrell, will she have success with any of these jobs? She's just gone for 2 job interviews. Is there any success coming from either of those job interviews? I'm just checking with my guide. Kelly, I'm getting a yes, hun. I'm getting a yes. So that is a strong yes. Okay, you can see that going clockwise. So I'll just lift my arm up a little bit. That is going clockwise, and that's a strong yes, Kelly. So I'm getting a yes in terms of, will you get one of those jobs? Yes. Okay. Rachel Christine, Lightworker, lost my way. Yes, these are good. Sacred geometry, huh? We are using sacred geometry. These are higher vibrational cards. So I'm coming to you now, Rachel Christine, Lightworker, losing my way. Oh, Helen, great question. Yes or no? Here we go. Helen Atkins, I've seen you. I have seen you. Atkins, should I do more study or stay put? More study, question mark. All right, more study, question mark. Helen, I'm just going to color code green. Green is my color for pendulum tonight. So we've got a couple of yes, no questions. Helen Atkins, you are on my list. You are on my list. Wendy Naval, will the outcome of a situation I work with me be? Career reading. What will the outcome of a situation at my work with me be? Wendy Naval, I'm going to pop you on my list. Outcome at work. Outcome, oops. No worries, Kelly. That is totally fine. What will the outcome of a situation at my work with me be? Outcome, situation at work. Okay, we'll see what we can do in the time frame, Wendy, but I'll draw around that. That is no problem, Kelly. Gavin Barry, yeah, awesome. Let's do a general for Gavin. Plenty of time, plenty of time. We're going so well for time tonight, guys. So well done, everyone. And Wendy, you are on my list. Ashley, to do with my relationship, lost our son 4 years ago at 35 weeks, lost our spark. We'd love to know if it will come back and how to get it back. Love Rena, lost our son 4 years ago. Okay, where am I? Ashley Norcott. I'm just going to pop you down as well. Norcott, lost son 4 years ago, 35 weeks, lost our spark. Will our spark come back? I really feel for you, Ashley. That is not easy. Lost son, 35 weeks. Oh, we could be doing some mediumship there, Ashley. Just as I've written that down, I've got a bit of a vibration going on, and I do love to connect to children and animals a lot. They are my specialty. So if your little one's around and wants to have a chat, I will do that for you. Success jobs we've done. Rachel Christine, Lightworker, lost my way. Rachel Christine, I am using my sacred geometry cards, so often connection to Ascended Masters, but in particular Metatron. So I'm going to use those for you. They're quite high vibrational, Rachel. So Lightworker, lost my way. Let me just check in with you. Where has your little light gone? What is going on there? Rachel, one of the things I feel like I've had something dent my confidence. So just see if that fits and if you resonate with that. It feels like something's dented my confidence. Whether it was, someone saying something harsh or not believing or, something like that. I feel like I just had my confidence dented and I feel like I'm questioning everything now. I feel like I'm coming up into my head. When we come up into our head, it's really hard. You also need to get back into the flow. So when you're trying to start, being a light worker, it's about, doing the creative things, playing music, practicing with your cards. It's like a muscle, the third eye and all of that stuff, the intuition, it's a muscle. I had a holiday, I was away for a week, and when I came back, it took me a week to get back into the swing of things, to be honest. So we have to keep using that gift. Otherwise, it is a little bit harder. The other thing I want to say with you, Rachel, is connection to spirit. So make sure that you are asking, guys, I want to connect with you. I want to connect with you. So using your guided meditation, going on a little trip, asking to connect to your guardian angels, your guides, whatever you need to know, you want to find out. But you can guide yourself there, guide yourself there with the little guided meditation. Self-guided is what I'm talking about. So get all the messages you need to know, through that. But I feel like you need to restore that connection to spirit. This is good confirmation. Third eye chakra, we need to get that sorted, because when that's not in balance, it's pessimism and confusion. I bet you relate to that. Pessimism and confusion is third eye chakra when it's blocked. So I use smudge. You see me putting lavender oil on. That's the purple, color there as well. I use a lot of lavender oil. Sometimes I put it on my third eye. Sometimes I just use smudge and things like that. But you need to tidy that area up a little bit. Third eye is an important part of the body. Realizations, things are starting to make sense. Past into now. 3 and 7 is 10. 1 is new beginnings, if you break that down. So that is super important. Make sure that we're doing some work with regard to that. I'm just scrolling down to the bottom. Oh, that's an interesting question, Sonia. Very interesting. Okay, so number 1, things starting to make sense. Integration. This is a good one. Look at this. This is quite masculine with all the hard angles, the triangles and things there. But it means that everything is trying to come together. So this is a good thing. So I'm planting some seeds at the moment. I'm just saying a bunch of different things, that's going to start to integrate in the present. So some of this is going to make sense and it's going to lock in. Okay, so a bit of an integration happening in the moment. That can get uncomfortable though. It can be a bit uncomfortable as those things come into here. Authority, this is about taking charge. Authority. 1 again, new beginnings. So another new beginnings card. There's a lot of new energy coming in. Now, if you look at the colors, a lot of this is heart, solar plexus, sacral, throat, all through the center, which is mostly our kind of emotional, centers, up into communication. So I feel like speaking up, connecting heart to throat. So speaking from the heart, you are healing with your words. We need to hear your words, healing with your words. Okay, so we need to do that. Things are going to be different for you moving forward. Third eye chakra does need to be unblocked, so we get away from the pessimism and confusion. So Rachel, hopefully that all makes sense. If you want to connect one-on-one, I'd love to read for you. I love light workers. I love connecting to light workers. I love all of you, but certainly light workers are awesome. Carrie Burgess, going to do some pendulum work. Rachel, thank you for the opportunity. Job, stay or go, Carrie Burgess. If you do want to connect one-on-one, there's a link in this post and you can click on that and click book now and check my availability. Just going to connect to my guide here. I just want to ask a question for Carrie Burgess, just making sure that I've got the right person standing here in front of me. Wonderful. All right, Carrie Burgess, job, stay or go. I know you've had an interview for something else. Job, stay or go. Do we stay or go? I'm not, no, stay. Actually, hang on. I've asked 2 questions. Let me just ask. In our current job, do we stay in the current job? Do we stay in the current job is what I want to ask for Carrie Burgess. Staying in the current job. Carrie, I'm getting a no. So let me just ask again. Thank you. Are we going to the new job? Because I know you've just applied for another one. Do we go to the new job? I'll just hold that up a little bit higher. So just asking my guide, are we going to the new role? Carrie, I'm getting a yes. I'm feeling like we're moving. Yeah, I'm getting a yes for that. No earlier. Okay. So that's yes or no, Carrie. Thank you so much. Hopefully that answers your question. It's a good way to get it done pretty quickly. Best friend, Nicole. Okay, I don't know what I wrote down there. Hopefully that is your name. Best friend rejected you. What is going on there? Going to use the fairies. Got the fairies in my hand. Let's just use those, Nicole. Best friend rejected you. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look. Thank you so much, everyone, for jumping on tonight and watching. I really appreciate it. Means a lot to me. Hopefully the school holidays have been kind to you. Easter and all that sort of stuff. Mahalia Blake, yeah. That's a great yes, no. Mahalia Blake, you're on my list, my friend. So it's a good way to get yourself on my list. Will I meet someone this year? Yes or no? And I'm doing a lot of cards tonight in between someone this year. I could have written 2021. That would have saved a bit of time, wouldn't it? But anyway, it's fun. It's all fun. So sending lots of joy and love to all of you at the end of the school holidays. All the kids going back to school. No problem, Mahalia. No problem at all. Nicole, best friend rejected. What's going on there? Let me ask some questions of spirit here. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? Nicole, what I want to say is this is their problem, not yours. This is their problem, not yours. It feels like it's coming from the other person. Now, what I feel in your energy, though, is very tight through my throat and very tense up in my head. So don't take any of this on. Don't take any of this on. This isn't your stuff. Cut the cords. Honestly, allow them to come back to you. I just feel like it's not you. It's not you. But you're holding a lot of that in your body. It's like, I haven't said anything. I need to say, I need to defend, you know, something. I feel like there's something you need to say or you want to say, get off your chest. Not sure if you're going to get the opportunity, but it does feel like it's not your thing. So really disconnecting from their energy, cutting cords, asking for help from Archangel Michael for that. But I also feel like I've got this vice on my head. It's not a fun feeling in your energy. But I don't feel like I want to carry that around with me. Yeah. So just don't give that person any more energy. Honestly, I know it's really hard to do, but just trying to disconnect, distract yourself, get on with life. You know, if they come back, fantastic. But I really feel like you need to disconnect from their energy. It isn't helpful. It's not helping you. Now, this is awesome. Raising the vibration, flower power, bark flower remedies, you know, rescue remedy, you know, all of that stuff is raising your vibration. So it's coming out of that energy. Don't hold yourself in that energy, please, please. It's not good for you. Easy does it is patience, past into now. We don't want to try. We don't want to control. We've got to let go. We have to let go. That's the water going with the flow, similar to that Whispers of Healing card I had before with the flying fish. Now, autumn, things are improving. We're into autumn at the moment. So autumn is usually the answer to our prayers. We're in it at the moment. So the season right now. So now's the time to do the work. That means we could have a great outcome. Affirmations moving forward is more positive, bringing more positive energy. So don't hold yourself in the space. Cut the cords, let go of that person, disconnect from them, get on with your life. And if they come back, fantastic. But affirmations is about building yourself up again, because I feel like you've taken a lot of blame for this and you haven't done anything. I don't feel like it's your stuff. So, you know, even if they've reacted to something we've done, it's still not your problem. It's not your issue. So I just feel like more positive, you know, affirmations, lifting yourself up, raising vibrations with this one as well. So dragging yourself out of the doldrums, not worrying about the other person. We don't need to defend or any of that sort of stuff, Nicole. Hopefully that makes sense. You know, that is not an easy situation. Helen Atkins, more study. Now, let me just connect to my guide, make sure we've got a good connection. I'll bring this up a little bit higher so you can see. Okay, just connecting to my guide, making sure we've got a good connection. Brilliant. Helen Atkins, more study. Are we going to study a little bit more? Just want to know the answer to that. Helen, I'm getting a yes. Oh, that's a good yes. Helen, I'm getting a yes. So you can see my hand isn't moving. The top hand isn't moving. That's a really good yes. Thank you very much. Helen Atkins, more study. The answer for you is yes, my friend. Now, Wendy Naval, outcome, situation at work. So work, life purpose. I'm going to use life purpose, Wendy. So get some insight for you regarding this. The outcome at work, outcome situation at work. So, without knowing background, we'll draw something from the Life Purpose deck. Samantha Love, hi. I love it. Samantha, every time I see you, you're asking about love readings. And I just think it's beautiful because of your name. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Miranda. Yeah, Miranda. Oh my God, that's an awesome question. Miranda, you're amazing. Miranda Gadina, writing book on past, good for future. I may be able to use pendulum for that. Past, good for future. We may be able to get a yes, no. What a great question, Miranda. I love your questions tonight, ladies and gents. Wendy Naval, outcome, situation at work. Let's have a look at that. Gavin, I'm coming to you next, mate. General, Ashley Norcott. We are asking around, maybe a bit of mediumship. I've just put pink down here. Will our spark come back after losing our son at 35 weeks of age 4 years ago? Mahalia Blake, will I meet someone this year? And Miranda Gadina, writing book on past, good for future. We will ask. That's a great question. Really great questions tonight. Loving seeing everyone on here tonight. Thank you for the beautiful support, Rachel Angrove. Thank you so much for the support. I was chatting to you earlier as well. Wendy Naval, outcome, situation at work. Let me have a look around that for Wendy, outcome, situation at work. Wendy, is there someone being moved around or something? I feel like either, you know, things that people are being shifted into different departments, or it's like, you know, locations. It's like whether there's, I don't know, I don't want to say redundancies, but being moved around. It feels like switching around locations, something like that. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll just tell you what I'm seeing and hopefully some of this makes sense for you. So it could be moving in, yeah, to different departments, locations, something like that. I feel like some shifts happening around at work. Okay, let me get a bit of guidance. This is life purpose. Just want to see what we're looking at here. It also feels like there could be a bit more money, like a bit of a payout or something like that. Could be some exchange of money, a bit more cash, something like that as well. So, and it feels like moving around, moving around. Okay, so just going to have a look at life purpose for you, Wendy. Builder is getting into doing your own thing usually. So that can be someone who is, you know, starting their own business, that sort of thing. So to see if that relates to yourself. But that could be getting out of what we're doing at the moment, you know, creating your own thing. So that is good. Now, bottom of the deck is options, past into now. So we're not too worried about that. That's passed into now. So we've got other options. If something goes belly up, you know, there's other things we can do. So options, and that's also weighing it up. You can see the scales there, weighing up the options. Now, working with kids is your thing. So little people is here. So teaching, you know, early childhood, social work, you know, child psychology, whatever it is. Working with kids is your thing. We need to have kids in the picture. If they are, then brilliant. Now, this is asking for guidance. This is prayer. Talk to your angels. So if there is concern around this, and it's great that you've asked me the question because I'm looking at it for you, but this is, we want you to pray about this. We want you to pray about this. So there could be a shift, a physical shift in the building, and also money, you know, potentially on offer, whatever that is, you know, in your workplace, but put it out there to the angels and also pray about it. And this could be you going into doing your own thing if you're not already. So that's you doing your own business, for example, taking charge. Wendy, hopefully that makes sense. There is an option for that, which is great. Gavin Barry, General. Gavin Barry, what do we need to know for Gavin Barry? General, psychic reading. All right, Gavin, just going to come to you. Then Ashley Norcott, going to have a look at yourself. I really feel for you, Ash. That's why I really wanted to come with you and have a little look in there. Gavin Barry, just going to have a look for Gavin. Now, if you are still on here and I'm saying your name, please let me know if you have any feedback because I love to know that I am on track. Nicole, that is no problem. Hopefully that all resonated and made a bit of sense. Helen, hopefully that resonated and made sense with yourself. And also Wendy. Wendy says resonates totally. Fantastic. That is brilliant. Okay, so Gavin Barry, just looking at a bit of general for Gavin. What does Gavin need to know? Hopefully Gavin's still online. Otherwise, Gavin can watch this back when I finish recording tonight. Okay, Gavin, what do we need to know for Gavin? Oh, Gavin, I hope you're watching. Spirit guides, look at this, amazing. I've read for a few gentlemen and I have done a lot of work with amazing spirit guides with these guys. It's incredible. So spirit guides, you know, ascended masters, you know, really relying on them, connecting to them, you know, doing the guided meditation like I just said before. So in the present, it's abundance, mate. You're in the flow. Look at this go. Number one is new beginnings, abundance. You are in the flow, Gavin. This is super positive. I really hope you're still tuning in. Now, a bag of marbles can be like a dementia. It can be around, you know, forgetting, being forgetful, memory loss, stuff like that. It can also be a bit around mental health. So making sure that we're taking care of mental health. There could be issues with that with yourself, family, that sort of thing. But mental health is here as well. And also lovers on the bottom of the deck. So connection to another human and working through that. But that's, you can see they're pashing, honestly. So, you know, connection, lovers, renewing, friendship, relationship, that sort of thing on the bottom of the deck, Gavin. So hopefully that makes sense. I can't see Gavin commenting, but hopefully he is still on there. Ashley Norcott, Will, our son, what do we do? How do we spark, come back after losing some 35 weeks? Okay, now I'm going to probably use the animal cards, Ashley. So going to use those. Ashley, will our spark come back after losing some 35 weeks? Now, let me just see. I'm getting some indication of spirit being here, Ashley. So let me just have a look over here and see if we can bring through some messages directly. Ashley, what I'm going to say, and I don't know whether you'll know from whether the doctors have passed this on, but what I feel like is there's something going with my swallowing. So I don't know whether the doctors are able to tell you, you know, what the child, you know, has happened and medically and all of that. But I just feel like there's something going on maybe with swallowing. There might have been an issue with swallowing or something like that had I been born and survived. I just feel like swallowing is something. So throat, swallowing in particular, I want to note here. I also just want to reference, it feels like butterflies. So it feels like sign, you know, through butterfly, that sort of thing. So the butterfly being around, it feels like me. So I just want to reference butterfly. I think you'll understand that. The reference to butterfly sign from spirit. Yes. So I'm just going to ask around spark or anything else I need to know. And I'm just going to draw some spirit animal cards. Was there something to do with my heart? Something to do with heart. Either I have a bit of pain in my chest, so whether the heart, has stopped beating or something like that. I feel like heart, something relating to heart. So just, see if that resonates and if you understand what I'm talking about. Now, I just want to ask around spark. Will our spark come back? And so if you could help me out with that, that would be amazing. So just drawing some cards around that one. Feels like fluid, a relationship to fluid, something to do with fluid. I don't know if this is what in the belly or something, but it's something to do with fluid as well. So see if all of that resonates. Now, this is good. Cheer up is raising your vibrations. Easier said than done, I know, with what you're going through. So hummingbird is really important. Ashley, that's really interesting. So the autopsy showed nothing. What I want to say, love, is, and this could have been, it's hard to tell if they had survived, if there was going to be swallowing issues or something like that, that it's the swallowing. I feel like, hard to swallow. And also heart is coming up, Ashley, as well. So it's interesting they didn't talk anything about the heart. But yeah, the butterfly is his sign, absolutely. Now you go, oh, goosebumps. Look at this card, Natalie, just as we've said, Ashley, rather, as we've said that, big changes are happening. Look at the card. We just talked about the butterfly. There it is. Isn't that amazing? That's in the present. So this one is about raising vibrations, being happy, being joyful. I don't want you to be unhappy. That one's what that is. The hummingbird is incredibly quick. It flies very fast. Now, butterfly, big changes are happening. This is a rebirth, and this is your sun's sign. Isn't that amazing? Moving forward, it's patience. Taking your time, not rushing yourself, doing the grieving. It's appropriate, and you have to do that. You've got to work through it at your own pace. So no hurry. Bottom of the deck, you are safe and protected, nothing to worry about. The wolf, very protective, family, safe and nothing to worry about. Okay, so hopefully you understand that. And that resonates with you. I really feel for you, Ashley, but that butterfly, I actually want to send that to you. I want to send that card to you because that is amazing. The little boy is around. They don't miss anything either. Mahalia Blake, will I meet someone this year? Now, Ashley, I don't want to leave you, but I have to move on to Mahalia and hopefully you understand all of that and it all makes sense. Oh my gosh, a butterfly. Oh, I just got goosebumps. I love it. I just saw your message about his first birthday party. Butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. And he brought the butterfly card out. How beautiful is that? I just got so many goosebumps, and I hope everyone at home who's watching this can, feel that and hear that. And oh my gosh, kids are amazing what they can communicate. Even at 35 weeks, blows your mind. Blows your mind. Actually, you're a very lucky lady. I know it doesn't feel like that. You're a lucky lady, yeah, to have this little child on your side. Mahalia Blake, will I meet someone this year? So I'm just going to connect to my guide and make sure that we've got a nice connection. Beautiful. Okay, Mahalia Blake, will I meet someone this year? This is 2021. Will Mahalia Blake meet someone in 2021? Mahalia, congratulations. We have a yes. Hooray. We haven't had any I don't knows tonight, and sometimes we do get them. Mahalia, I'm getting a strong yes. You can see that's a very, very big clockwise direction. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mahalia, yes. The answer is yes. In answer to your question. Miranda Gadina, writing a book, good for future. Book on past, good for future. Let's do yes or no. I didn't highlight your name, Miranda, but I will just ask the question while I've got this pendulum out here. So just reconnecting to my guide, making sure we've got a good connection. Thank you. Okay, Miranda Gadina, writing book on past, good for future. Yes or no? Writing book on past, good for future. Yes or no? Miranda, I'm getting a yes, hon. I am getting a yes. Book on past, good for future. You can see that. Clockwise direction. Yes. Brilliant. All right, Miranda, thank you so much. Laura Lou Blondie. Yes, I will just draw a card for you quickly before I finish up. Laura Lou. Now, if everyone else is still on here and you wanted to connect with me one-on-one, click on the link in the post and click book now, like my page, which is Michelle Price, the Lightworker. Laura Lou, I'm just drawing a card for you now, hon. Michelle Price, the Lightworker on Facebook. And you can click book now and check my availability. I'd love to connect with you. There's some people on here that I really hope do connect with me because that was an amazing connection with you guys. So hopefully some of you decide to connect one-on-one, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here just to bring guidance. Now, Hidden blessings. This is Laura Lou, hidden blessings. So it's looking a little bit deeper, Laura Lou. It's not just looking on the surface, it's looking a little bit deeper. Yeah, so going a bit within, further, deeper, looking for those hidden blessings. Sometimes it seems like it's a bit of a curse on the outside, and then we look a bit deeper and we go, oh, I get it, Laura Lou. So looking a little bit deeper for you. Now, nurturing is looking after yourself, listening to your body's rhythms and cycles, topping up, drinking, hydrating, getting lots of vitamins into your body. You can see the new moon there is when we bring in new energy as well. So looking after yourself first, putting yourself number one. Now we have unexpected. So this is usually unexpected blessings. So you can see she's walking down there. The first image is a little bit sepia, and then she's walking into light. So it's like unexpected blessings, silver lining. The cloud always has a silver lining, and it does feel like an alignment with this one, the hidden blessings card. So there's something really wonderful there. Now growth is coming out of this. There we are. Look at her go. Gorgeous. Now that is full moon when we do some releasing. But what it actually feels like, Laura Lou, is looking a lot deeper than what I am at the moment. Not just going on the surface, looking underneath. What are the blessings from these experiences? It doesn't have to be a pleasant experience, but it's like, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? And that is what we're looking at moving forward. So it could be unpleasant, could be uncomfortable, could be some triggering going on, but moving forward, we are doing some growth, and that is awesome because you can see how positive that card is. Laura Lou, hopefully that makes sense to you, my friend. Now, I'm going to jump off, and I'll see you guys at the same time next week, unless I see you during the week. I'll talk to you very soon. Thank you so much. Bye.